Like totally game over.
Hey everybody, hope you're doing great today. Welcome back to the channel for another video about Gran Turismo 7. And I hope you're really excited about the recent reveals we've had for the PS4 and the PS5 version of the upcoming game. Now, what really blew my mind away was the absolute level of detail in the videos and screenshots. I thought the detail, the ray tracing, the graphics, the way the cars were fluid through the corner, everything was really beautiful. But more so than anything else, I found the wet effects were the most gorgeous to look at. As we can see here in the screenshot of Circuit de la Sarthe with a covering of rain at night, everybody. And how great does that look? So Kazunori has said before that he has no concessions in his mind for the upcoming GT7 game. They will leave no stone unturned for beautiful graphics, so let's hope that applies to the PS4 version and both the PS5 version and everything in game. So I can't wait for that. It's going to be absolutely amazing to see what else they can do with the different tracks and the different modes. So let's see what they can do with that one, everybody. So one part of a simulator is how it looks, but the most important part, everybody, is how it drives and handles. So we have many different players playing on different devices with Gran Turismo. We have controller users, we have wheel users, we have everything in between there with different makes, models. You can have a Nikon controller, you could have a Sony controller, you could have a Fanatec wheel, you could have a Logitech wheel, you know, Thrustmaster. The list goes on and on and on. So obviously the PlayStation 5 version will feature haptic feedback with the triggers for the controller users for Gran Turismo 7. However, that will not obviously be the case for the PS4 users because there is no haptic feedback in those controller for those. So this game is going to have, everybody, the Michelin tire model that was talked about quite a while ago now. You have to go back a little bit into the distant past and you can see the information where Kaz is talking about the Michelin collaboration and partnership, which will not just be cosmetic or just stickers on a billboard or on the side of the tires. They are actually bringing the collaboration between the technical side of Michelin and also the simulation side, putting the benefits on to the users. So what that will mean is a tire model that is a real life tire model in GT7. So I kind of spotted this as well from the handling of the first Gran Turismo 7 trailer. I saw the cars were sliding about a little bit more smoothly and fluid. It wasn't a very good driver driving the car, mind you, in the first trailer. In the second trailer, the actual driver could actually drive, I did notice. And the whole car wasn't plastered in driving aids as well. So that was great to see how the car is actually handled in realistic, fluid ways. But yeah, the Michelin partnership has been going on for a while. So I would expect a step up in handling, obviously on both consoles, because the PS4 and the PS5 does have to have the same physics, otherwise you'd be playing two completely different games. But we'll get into more of the PS4 and PS5 side a little later in the video, everybody. So what needs to happen and what needs to change is the weight of these cars have to be a lot more realistic. They have to handle more like race cars, they have to feel more like race cars, and they have to have some weight behind them, chat. So you must have played GT Sport, and obviously you must have been hit by a car from behind at some point, or from the side, or maybe someone torpedoed you back from like half a mile away down the straight. So you know full well that if a car hits you, you are the car that slides the farthest, like you have ice on your tires no matter what the track condition underneath you. So that always used to favor the rammer, because he would kind of stop dead and brake nice and short and be able to make the corner. So that does have to change for this game. There's no doubt about it. They have to get rid of the ping pong physics. They have to have a decent tire model, because these cars really need to feel like cars, everyone. They need to feel weighted. They need to feel like they have solid tires underneath them that actually grip the road. So when you get hit by someone, you're not just sliding down the road and like straight into the wall and whee, and off you go, and you're just into a completely different zip code. That is no good for a driving game. They need to take advantage of everything they have, all their tools, to make that Michelin tire model work very well and behave very realistically. So the tire model here, as you can see, in GT Sport was great for driving, but in terms of the contact physics and the tires as well, there was something very wrong between the balance of a slight collision versus the tires and what happened. So I have no idea why they never corrected that on the PlayStation 4, but that definitely needs to change to stop dirty drivers taking advantage of the way that works for Gran Turismo 7. It just has to change. There's no questions about it, chat. It just really has to. So in other news as well, we have the beta that will be coming up, I think, don't quote me on this one, chat, but I think probably later this year. I'm going to guess. I don't have concrete knowledge of when exactly it's going to be, but it was on the PlayStation site up recently, and you had to like enter a code to have a chance to get in the beta. But it kind of makes me wonder, is it going to be open to everybody? Because it did mention at the time it was just for PlayStation 5. So is everyone going to have a chance of having like a beta? Will it be on PS4? Will it be on PS5? Will they be able to cross-play together and just try it out together? Because how good would that be? Because that would be a perfect test as well of PS4 versus PS5 parity and how it all will gel together for them. I mean, it must be. I'd say they must be. Because, yeah, you can't have a beta without having everybody on it, because how would they ever know how the PS4 versus the PS5 would work in terms of the servers and everyone racing together, the collisions, and all that gelling together. So I really hope the beta does come Christmas time this year, because that would be absolutely incredible, because the game is coming out March. I mean, if not Christmas, then maybe January, because January is always that type of time of year where it's kind of dark outside, it's cold, and it's really rainy. You want something nice to cheer you up. It's after Christmas, you're broke as fuck, you've spent all your money, and you want something nice to cheer you up, so why not a Gran Turismo beta for that very time? I think that'd be very welcome by the community, if not after Christmas. So now on to the final part of the video, where I want to talk about the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 versions. It has been quite concerning through some members of the community. People have been kind of worried about how is the PlayStation 4 version going to play? How is it going to look? Will it be anywhere near like beautiful graphics like the PS5 version? Why can't we see any screenshots? Why haven't we seen any video? Why aren't they even talking about the PS4 version? There are so many questions that need to be answered about the PlayStation 4 version. And not just the PlayStation 4 version, but PlayStation 4, remember, has two different consoles. It has the PS4 base version, and it has the PS4 Pro version. The Pro version, obviously, being a lot more powerful in terms of graphics. It can do 4K than the standard model that can only do 1080p. The 1080p base console can only stream at 720. Never understood why that was. And the PS4 Pro can stream in 1080. So, yeah, those are two great consoles, and that is going to make up the majority of all Gran Turismo 7 sales, because not many people do have a PlayStation 5. There are more people now that do, myself included, of course. However, there is going to be the biggest amount of customers for Gran Turismo 7 will be on base PlayStation 4s. The sales completely would confirm that, because there are more base PlayStation 4s out there than there are PS4 Pro consoles, and again, PlayStation 5s. That's hands down a fact, you know. So they really have to tailor this to make it work very well on the base PlayStation 4 console. Otherwise, they're going to have a lot of really bad reviews. So for all those PS4 base console players out there, if you get this game and it turns out to be utter unplayable or broken or buggy, you're not going to be happy. You're going to probably end up not liking that very much. You'll maybe want a refund. You'll maybe want to leave a negative review, and that's going to make so much bad publicity for Polyphony Digital and Sony. So they need to get that version right. Among all the other versions, it is very important. They do not want to have a Cyberpunk 2077 on their hands, chat, because, yeah, I mean, look how that went for CG Project Red. The whole, yeah, the PC version looks beautiful. It's fine. There's some bugs. You know, we'll iron them out. PS4 Pro version. Yeah, it's a bit buggy, but it looks beautiful, right? PlayStation 4 version looks like a fucking potato. So yeah, let that sink in for a minute about those guys and what they did there. Now, we do know that Polyphony Digital make beautiful Gran Turismo games on any console from the PlayStation 1 all the way up to the 3, 4, and 5. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, but I would just keep an eye on the situation, listen out, see if you can get some information, look for some video when they release it, and some screenshots of how it's going to be on PlayStation 4. I wouldn't pre-order it when it comes to pre-order unless you know kind of how it looks and maybe see some footage, and just keep your eye out for that, everybody, just to make sure. If they do not show any footage, then I would be very worried. Okay, so that's the latest things I can dig up about that, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to smash the thumbs up, hit the notification bell, drop a comment below, let me know your experience and how you feel about the whole situation, and we'll see you for another video very, very soon, everybody. So thanks for watching, take care, bye bye for now. Thank you all.